Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to Wine and Spirit Show, and where we do readings and try to inspire everybody for the rest of the week. And who doesn't need a reading, right? And so, if you don't know me, my name is Michelle Henderson. I am a psychic medium, and hopefully, you have something to drink. So, what I have here is I have my wine glass with some Coke in it. I'm doing the readings. But you try to find something if you need tea, water, whatever you want to do. Because what we do is after every reading, we always thank spirit by saying cheers to spirit. Okay. And what I started doing, so I'm going to do some mediumship readings. I'm going to do some more psychic readings. And the psychic readings actually has the oracle cards and their Lenormand cards. And so it's two separate sections. So there's three different parts of the show. I want to say hello, whoever is saying hello. Hey, Tina, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Hey, Jasmine, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Cheers. I just love to see that. And what you can also do is during the show, whenever we say cheers to spirit, you can always, show me what you're drinking with a little picture, okay, in the comment section. Now, I have started something that is brand new about, so choosing people. I will tell you what word to put in the chat. It's almost like it makes it into like a little game show. And then what we'll do is we'll do a drawing to see who wins from that segment. Okay. So if we have like two people in watching, then you have a 50% chance. And especially if I do three separate readings. So, but anyway, so yeah, so let's say cheers to spirit. Thank you so much for coming on. It is fabulous to see everybody. If you have not said hello, say hi to let me know that you are here. Oh, hi, Kimberly. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I did have technical difficulties. So whenever I do the cards, I won't be able to show you with me shuffling and everything. It just, sometimes it's just not meant to be, right? With the technology. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So hi, Sandy. How are you? So, but anyway, I love technology, or I would not be here. So, I did practice. I did, and it was working earlier. So you just never know. All right. So, shall we get started? It's very interesting because during the show, usually I do an inspirational message, but it's almost like, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let's have a vibe, okay? Because we don't have all night, right? So, what I want you to do is let me see what the first word will be. And remember, you only have to put it in one time. You don't have to put it in multiple times, because what happens if you put the word in more than once, it will kick out the other. So it's just like, unless you look like you misspelled it, then you can re-put it in, right? So for the first one, I want you to go ahead and put in the word medium. Now, this is for a mediumship reading. Okay. And as people are putting in the comments, putting in medium, how I'm doing mediumship now is I want you to tell me if you are picked, who you want me to try to connect with. And sometimes they're shy and they don't want to connect, in. So, but we'll do the best we can. And I'm going to just, tell you what I have without interpreting it. And hopefully we'll get a message for you. So that's how we'll do it. If you don't get it this time, hang in there. And if you really need a mediumship reading, we're going to draw 2 more times. So we'll draw 3 total times. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do the drawing and see who wins. Oh, Kimberly. Yeah, you are on a lucky streak. Girl. You are very, very lucky. Okay. So, Kimberly, let me know who you want me to connect to for this week. I'm going to get some water as you put that into the comments. Okay. All right. So what I want you to do, I just want to make sure I've got the right person. Kimberly, tell me his first name. Because I do have a gentleman here, but I just want to make sure it's the right one. Hey, Terry, how are you? Hey, Melissa. Okay, Robert. Okay. All right. So as soon as I started connecting in with this brother, and the reason why I like the names is I'm beginning to do conversation with them. And it really, when you have a conversation with somebody and they say your name and you say in the conversation, it kind of makes you really feel important. And believe it or not, it is like a conversation. But as soon as he was coming in, he said, of course, she wants me to come across. And it's almost like he was wearing a hat. And I won't tell you what kind of hat because I don't want you to think, well, that wouldn't be him. But it's almost like he was saluting you by, showing hello with this hat. And he's definitely showing me that he was a very laid back guy kind of thing, kind of a small town guy that really, everybody just loved to see and everything. Okay. And I don't know if this is how he's talking, but it's almost like, as I'm asking him what he wants to tell you, and it's almost like, girl, you are worrying way too much about everything. And okay. And he's letting me know that you have always been a warrior. And and he's all of a sudden showing me a glass. So, and I think the glass has, a beverage, alcohol beverage in it. It's almost saying, whenever I got stressed, I would just kind of settle down with a drink in my hand and that would calm my nerves. But he just saying, you just need to enjoy life. Stop worrying so much. But he's saying, yeah, ever since we've been kids, you've been kind of a worrywart, okay? And I know I just love to say this on Facebook because then everybody's like, oh, no, she wasn't a warrior type thing. Okay. So what he's kind of showing me is there is a celebration that is coming up, and he's saying, definitely celebrate, have a great time, and just have those wonderful memories as you do the celebration. Okay. And he's kind of letting me know that even though he's coming across as being like a small town guy, he said, I had some good money. So in other words, it's not one that he really had to worry about money, but it seemed like he always had money. Okay. And it's almost like he's saying, God bless you, sister. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and raise our glasses. I hope that resonated with you. And Robert, thank you so much for coming across for Kimberly. Thank you. Many blessings. So let me know whenever we're doing the blessings. Everybody else, let me know what you're drinking. You're welcome, Kimberly. I really like his energy. It's like, once he all of a sudden said, yes, I am definitely here. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and remove this medium and let me see what the next comment, because let's get ready for Aussie Melissa. All right. Cheers. Everybody is saying cheers. All right. Let me get up here. And what I want you to do in the chat, if you want to do a mediumship reading, go ahead and put in the word love. Love. All right, let's go ahead and draw and see who wins. Remember, if you want a psychic reading, that's also coming up as well. All right, Sandy. Hello, hello. All right, Miss Sandy. Let me know who you want to connect with. Okay. First, I'm going to see if that's who you want. Okay. I'm so glad you said that because it's very interesting because they're being pretty persistent. And I just wanted to make sure because I was really feeling the vibe that this was a mama. Okay. Mama Grace. Okay. And it's almost like as she was stepping up when you were letting me know who you wanted to come across, she was doing this. Okay. Like that. Kiss, 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 kiss. All right. So what she and I'm just going to let you know what she wants me to tell you. I don't know if there's a place that you go to really think about her, and she's saying, you know what, I'm not there. I am no longer on Earth. Okay, so you don't have to go to a special place just to see and talk with her. So she's saying you can talk to me at any time. And I will hear you if you talk out loud. I will hear you if it's in my mind. So you definitely, okay? So you definitely need to not worry where I am. It's almost like she is just having the best time. Okay. She's also letting me know that while she was here, okay, she said, I had so many responsibilities. Not only did I work, 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 I tried to play as much as I could, but I had a lot of responsibilities. I had to keep things running, I had to keep things going, and I had to make a lot of people happy. And she's saying now, she's able to do whatever she wants. She can kick up her feet if she wants to because that's the way that it should be. Okay. So I'm just going to let you know what kind of her message is. Is she showed me a living room with a TV, okay? And I don't know if this is you or your house, but what I was seeing that somebody is spending a lot of time in front of the TV. It's almost like not only the TV but social media everywhere, right? And she's saying you need to get it out and live, girl, okay? She said I know I used to give you a lot of advice because you always ask me for it, and she's giving you more advice now. Okay, so she's giving you advice not to watch as much TV, to go out into the world. Oh, okay, and I'm hearing the word shop. You need to go shopping. Pick up your heels and go shopping. Okay, so okay. So she's wanting it's very interesting how she's wanting me to say something about this. I don't know what this means, if it's a symbol for you, but she's really showing me a somebody with a lot of freckles on their face, okay? So freckles, I don't know if it, so I think it's just a symbol for you to say, hey, yes, this is definitely me, but she's definitely let me know about the freckles. Okay. All right. And it's okay. She's wanting me to really focus on her name, Grace. So it's almost like, that she's named Grace for a reason. She said there's something around her name is very important. And she said, I was named that for a reason. Okay. All right. Many blessings. Okay. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's raise our glass and let's say cheers to spirit, my dear. I hope that resonated with you, Sandy. And okay. And Mama Grace is saying thank you so much for the connection for her to come through. Okay. And again, she's there with you, dear, and she can hear you talk to her. You don't have to go to a special place. All right, cheers to spirit. She was a little chatty, but very loving too at the same time. Okay, so yeah, so that Brittany, I agree. She's saying that the picker thing is really cool, and it is. And to me, it really gives everybody a chance. And to me, if you are meant for spirit to have a message from spirit, that you will definitely get one. Okay, so yeah, through if I pick you, or if I pick you, or everything happens for a reason, right? Yeah. So if you win a lot, like Kimberly is winning, she needs to go to Vegas. Let's just put it that way. Hey, how are you, April? Oh, I am doing very well. Thank you so much. I am doing good. I love doing these shows. It's just a lot of fun to connect with people. Okay, so let's do one more mediumship and then we'll go into the psychic readings, okay? So let me tell you what word that you need to put in. And I think we've already, see, I didn't even, hold on. I don't think okay, yeah. I was about to give you the same one as I did last time. All right, so I am going to give you, right, put in the word spirit. All right, spirit in to the chat if you want a medium reading. Spirit. And as you can tell with this mediumship reading, is I'm mainly going for memories, or something that you remember. And that's why I'm asking for the name, is because I think it's so important and so vital. And I don't have that long to do it on this show to really give you too much. But yeah, they're just lining up already. All right, so let's go. Oh, wait. Okay. All right, let's go. I was waiting for it. Sometimes there's a delay in the responses. Okay, let's go ahead and do the drawing. All right, Miss Betty. All right. All right, Betty. So go ahead and let me know. And I'll go ahead and, yeah. Let me know who you want me to connect with. Betty, I think you've got several in spirit, so let me know. Okay, all right, awesome. Okay, So because what I was really feeling is a gentleman's coming through, but I will let you know what I was hearing. It's like I'm going to come through, and then it's like somebody else said, "No, I want to come through." So I don't know. So maybe your family, and but anyway. So all right. So make it okay. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling right now. I mean, he did step up first, and then it's like almost he was like, "Hey, mama," and then he stepped back a little bit. Okay, and what that tells me a lot of times is that they're kind of quiet and reserved. They're kind of tell me their personality a little bit, and so he kind of stepped back. And I don't know if he's needing to feel safe before he comes forward, but it's almost, how some people will go to parties and they'll look around and they won't really start communicating until they feel safe. And then it's like, okay, now I can start communicating. So he's kind of coming across that way. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you what he is showing me because I'm trying to get him to talk and everything, and it's feeling very quiet. But all of a sudden, I don't know if he was real young when he passed away, but he's showing me chips. Okay, like the bag of chips that you open up and you eat a lot. So he's like showing me chips for some reason. Okay. All right. And I'm almost like getting, and I'm kind of trying to get him to talk more. It's almost like his energy is very low. I don't know, again, if he was very depressed because he's kind of showing me, okay, so he's showing me friends around him that he trying to, get together and really like, and it's almost and hopefully I'm going on the right tilt here, but it's almost like they were all kind of, I don't want to say kind of, down, not, I don't want to say, some teenagers, are kind of flighty or whatever. They were more realistic. And it's kind of like, it's like, didn't really have much of a humor to it. Okay. Really kind of kept things low. So he's almost letting me know that he was more factual. And it's like, I don't care what other people, kind of thought. So it was one that person that would kind of put up walls around him. And I think that's why I'm having resistance to getting him to talk. But it's almost like he would put walls around him and you had a hard time getting through to him. Okay. Okay. Okay, as soon as I said that, he's beginning to open up. All right, so he wants to tell you, Mom. Okay, he knows that you. Okay, and I'm getting validation. Okay, so it's almost like you were trying to get through to him, and he knew you were trying to get through to him. He's going, Mama, I know you tried. I know you tried to get through to me, and you were not able to get through. And he could feel your love, but he's going, you know what? I was going through a period of time, a difficult time, and no one could have pulled me out of that. Okay. And he's saying, I really felt a lot of your love come through. So when you think of him, okay, know that he knew that you loved him dearly. Okay. There's no doubt. He's saying, there's no doubt that you loved me. Okay. And, okay. So he's telling me that whenever you are alone, okay, you're going to all of a sudden, and I'm kind of feeling it right now, where you kind of goosebumps and you're kind of all of a sudden chilled, but there's nothing around. There's no air conditioning blowing on you or whatever. That is him talking to you, okay, and letting you know that he's there. Okay. All right. Just going to tell you what, because I was looking at his name. And he said, a lot of people would call me different forms of Timothy, Tim, Timmy. And he said that drove me crazy whenever that happens. Okay. So he's kind of calling back, but it did take a lot more effort to get him to connect with me. And again, a lot of times there is a reason for it. And I am going to leave you with that. But he's saying, I knew that he loved me dearly. I think that was the main message that you were supposed to get tonight. Okay, my dear. So I am going to raise my glass, cheers to spirit. And I hope this brings you healing and knowing that the message was so true with love. All right, cheers to spirit. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I got to come back because sometimes, whenever I'm in the moment, you're kind of like, okay. Mediumship, if you don't know, if you've never been in the spiritual world, mediumship, you get your energy up higher. And then psychic readings, you bring it down. That's why I do mediumship first. Okay. So, all right, so let's go ahead and start psychic. Okay, so this first three psychic readings, I'm mainly going to do with oracle cards. And as you know, with oracle cards, they are much more spiritual than the Lenormand cards. And so it's more of a general reading that I do. But whenever I connect in, what I want you to do is make sure whenever, if you are chosen, make sure that you take a couple deep breaths because I'm going to try to do is connect in with your energy. Okay. And that will help me connect in with you. Okay. So that's not the word. Don't put that word in yet. Okay. I need to change the word. All right. So what I want you to do, if you would like a psychic reading with oracle cards, put in the word reading. Reading. And if you're just now joining us, instead of me choosing, I have you now putting reading and we just drawing. And that's how you're chosen. And I know Spirit will choose you, so it all works out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the drawing. All right, Jessica. I don't know why I put my little board away. Okay, Jessica. Let me see if I can find your name. Okay, I see it. All right, so let's go ahead and do your reading, my dear. Okay, I've got 3 decks here, and I'm sorry my camera is not working for you to see me. If you weren't on the show earlier, that's why I was a little bit later, okay? Okay, so Jessica, make sure, okay, I'm beginning to feel your energy. Okay. Okay, so Jessica, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3-card reading for you, okay? Things that you have worked on in the past, present, and what you need to make it into habit. And this is more centering in on the present, okay? All right. And what I chose are these cards, and these are kind of like healing cards, and they've got the chakra colors, and I absolutely love these, okay, because of all the chakra colors. And at the end, I'm going to see if I can tell you what chakra color chakra that you need to really work on, okay? I think I already know, but I just want to verify. Okay. Okay, Jessica, for one thing, I don't know if you do spiritual work, if you don't, or if you're any type of healer. And when I say that, that could be any type of healing, any type of business that you do, where you're working with people and everything, because I'm really feeling a lot of light and everything in your energy, almost like a healer. Okay. So, oh, I love this. Okay. Now we'll show you the cards. So not saying, so this is something that you have really worked on in the past. Okay. And this is oh my gosh, reawaken. And I'll tell you what I just heard. Oh, you get that all the time, Jessica. Okay. But reawaken. Okay. But I also heard that replenish is something that you have worked on in the past as well. But reawakening is whenever your soul is trying to find itself and you're trying to, and like you said, everybody is definitely, telling you that you're a spiritual person. And sometimes when we reawaken, you know yourself, you start finding your true self. And that's one thing that you've worked on in the past. Plus, you've had to replenish that soul because you are such an empath that you've had to like let go of a lot of feelings and everything, and you had to replace yourself. Okay, but you're learning how to do it. Okay, all right. So now, presently, what you need to do is alternatively. Let me read into this. Okay. So whenever I was really getting this is you really need to look at alternative ways to find yourself because I know that you've been dabbling in and not in more, earthly things, you really need to look at spiritual elements. You might need to go ahead and start meditating, kind of connecting with yourself. Find some alternative ways to really find yourself, okay? And make it a habit. Oh, be around, and this is perfect for you. Be around positive minded people, okay? Because, you've had to work on the past. Because when you're around positive minded people, you will be positive. Your energy will be able to replenish. You'll be able to find yourself, okay? And find your true self. Okay, so the first chakra that I was really feeling in the very beginning was your throat chakra, was speaking your truth. Okay, because sometimes you're not able to speak your truth, but I'm also feeling in the solar plexus. Okay, that you also, it's like a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety because of being an empath. That is another one that you need to work on. Okay, so I hope that resonated with you, my dear spirit person. Cheers to spirit. Hope that helps you and replenishes you and everything else. Many blessings. Oh, you're welcome, Jessica. And it's actually just connecting in with spirit, and you can do the same. Everybody can. Okay, all right. All right, so let's look at the next word. The next word is life. Okay, life. So if you want another oracle reading, put in the word life. Okay, if you want to read, yeah, there you go. Put in the word life. I'm just waiting for the delay, make sure everybody gets in. Okay, go ahead and do the drawing. Let's see. I know when it slows. Oh, Jew, there you go. Whenever it slows down like that, it's like, oh, I'm almost there, and then it stops. It's like, oh, okay. So, Jew, let's go ahead and do your reading, my dear. Okay, and let's see what Spirit has to say for you. And it's funny that you're saying that because I am going to use more of the spiritual cards. Okay, all right. Okay, so Jew, with you, what I'm going to say is take a couple of deep breaths, okay, so that I can start feeling your energy and opening up. And sometimes I think a lot of times when you're opening up. When you when you get a reading, people like get stressed and you close, your aura a little bit. Okay. Now it's very interesting. I'm gonna let you know. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of, and I'm sorry you can't see this, but I'm kind of doing the cards on the table kind of like this. And for some reason I'm hearing chaos in your life, okay? And usually I don't do the cards this much, but all of a sudden I was needing to look at it and say there is definitely some chaos in your life, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull 3 cards. In other words, whenever there's a lot of chaos like that, what you need to do, my dear, is you really need to think about what can I do to stop the chaos, okay? Take a breath and fresh air so that you can do that, okay? All right. And sometimes whenever there's chaos going on, it's really hard to sit back and say, what can I do? So it's good that, but you just need to do that self-care, all right? All right. Okay. So what I'm really getting in the past that you've really had to work on is really looking at yourself and knowing how important you really are. Okay. You've really had to work on that self-esteem and and really think that you are an important person. And believe me, my dear, okay, when I tell you you are an important person, okay, so you need to feel it and know that you're important. So that's one thing that you've really had to work with and struggle with and continue to do. Okay. So presently, I love this letting go. All right. So you need to let go. And how you really need to do this is don't make decisions on your chaos when you're emotional, okay, about it. Make sure that you make these decisions when you have a clear mind and you're not emotional about it, okay? So you need to learn to let go of a couple of things in your life and know how to say no. N-O. Okay. All right. So what you really need to, okay. So to close it all up and make it into habit is once you know that you are very important, you slow down this chaos that's in your life, let go of things, you're going to invite the magic in. It's really hard to invite the magic in when you don't know what to invite in, right? So again, slow down your mind. And what I tell people is meditation is wonderful. Okay. So yes, that's right. We sit back and say what I needed to do, work on my self-esteem, let go, and learn to say no. I am perfect. Okay. And what I'm really getting, because I'm looking at all of them, is and I'm kind of asking what is more important. And what I'm going to say is what's more important is your self-esteem. Okay. Is knowing that you are very special and you don't deserve all this chaos. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So yes. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's raise our glass to you, okay? Oh, I hope this helps you in your chaos, and I hope spirit talks to you, and I know you can feel spirit. Okay, so cheers to spirit. All right, yeah, raise those glasses. And even if you drink water, and actually, and I don't know if you heard me at the beginning, I'm only drinking Coke, okay? it's not wine, because it would be hard to do readings and drink wine at the same time. All right, so we're going to do one more oracle card, okay? And we're going to put in the word guide, okay? Guide, guide. If you want an oracle card, put the word in the chat. All right, so let's go ahead and do the drawing. All right, so Nia. All right, let me see if I can find. There we go. That way, whenever I get this removed, I make sure that I'm doing Nia. Okay. All right. All right. I can feel the love. I can actually feel the love, Nia. Okay. Very interesting, because usually I get a lot of people doing the same decks, but tonight it's like, no, she needs this deck. Okay, so this is movement in your life, okay, that you need. Wow, you've got so much love in I love it, in your energy. Okay. And it's very interesting. And, here again, I'm going to tell you what I'm being pulled at without even looking at the cards yet. Let me do a card I haven't looked at. Okay. Okay. So right here, okay. Do you see those hands right there? Okay. And the energy coming out, you have a lot of energy in your hands. Okay. And Nia, just to let you know, specific questions, and I know that you're new to my channel, but specific questions are more for the Lenormand cards. We're doing more general readings for the oracle cards because, yeah. So I'm going to give you, and I feel like Spirit chose you for a reason. Okay, so we're going to do more general reading, but the next 3 readings that we do will be Lenormand cards. Okay. So, again, I feel like you have energy if you realize it or not. Okay. All right. And I love this. Okay. It's almost like the previous reading is you need to, what you worked on in the past is tapping into that primal power. Okay. Which means that in the past, okay. So I'm feeling like you've had a lot of, I don't want to say people push you around, but yes, they pushed you around. They've kind of almost, tried to control you. And you're saying, no, I am going to do it my way. And you've really had to learn to do that. And it's really hard, again, to kind of speak your truth. So you've really had to dive deep into your soul so that you can make yourself happy and let these people run all over you. Okay. All right, so the next card in the present right now is celebrate growth and breakthroughs. So because, a lot of times you find out about your soul or you celebrate for other people. But for you need to celebrate your own breakthroughs, your own celebrations. Whatever you do, you're not celebrating yourself enough, okay? So, if you get an award or just feeling happy one day, and somebody tries to, run you over or trying to, whatever, say, I am having a great day and I'm going to celebrate it, that type of thing. So you take charge and you celebrate you. Okay. Now, okay. So in what you need to in the future and make it into a habit is to commit. Okay. So a lot of times it seems like you may say, okay, yeah, I'm planned for my life to go this way. And then something happens and you don't commit to it and you break it off and it breaks off into another branch. And so your goals are changing. So you're not committing long enough. So make sure that you definitely commit. And this is over your life goals. I'm not talking about relationships or anything. I'm mainly talking about your goals in your life. Okay. So I hope that this resonated with you and I hope that this gives you many blessings. So I'm going to say cheers to spirit. Okay, so just like I was telling Nia is the next section is going to be the Lenormand cards. And I do this so that I can meet everybody's need, okay? And I'm going to tell you what cards, what word that you need to put. As you can tell as the evening goes, my energy is just kind of like, don't put in guide. I'm going to give you another word. Hold on. Okay, so the next word, and this is for Lenormand cards, and you can ask a specific question, or you can just say, I just want general, and you can look at the different areas in your life. Let me remind you, relationships, just like what we had, work. I don't want to do any health questions, okay, because I'm not a doctor. And again, if it's something medical, you definitely need to go to the doctor for it. Okay. It could be a spiritual question. It could be a financial question. Okay. Legal questions are kind of iffy too. Don't ask any time because time questions are very, time can change. And that's why it's very hard. Okay. So go ahead and put in the word question. Question. Oh, and let me know, as people are putting in the word question, I want you to know that if there's a spammer or if anybody, asks you for a reading from, saying, if it looks like my picture, last week, my account was actually duplicated and it looked like I was asking for readings from everybody when it wasn't me. So I will not do that. I will not ask you for money. I will not ask you for a reading. I'll let people contact me. Okay. So just make sure that you know that because spammers are are definitely out there. All right, so let's go ahead and do the drawing. All right, Susan Gray. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a friend request from you. Yeah, and why would I be doing that right now? Yeah, it's very interesting. See, they know I'm on air, right? So Susan, let me go ahead and. So Susan says I got a friend request from you about 5 minutes ago. Okay, it's like, well, I'm here. How am I going to do that? So thank you for letting me know, and definitely don't answer, delete it, whatever you need to do. And it's not going to hurt you any. But yeah, but that's why I go now live on. They're there. Okay, so Suzanne, sorry. Tell me what question, if you want a general question or any question, what question do you have? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, general. Okay, and just to let you know, if you don't know much about Lenormand cards, I look at them, okay? So I'm not cheating. I'm actually looking at them, and I do a 5-card spread. And Suzanne, just tell me, just to make sure, because the Lenormand cards will have man, woman, okay? And I need to start also doing this. So when you tell me your question, tell me your pronoun, okay? Just to make sure I meet your needs. So Suzanne, tell me what your pronoun is. Because yeah, traditional cards, it's man and woman, and I want to make sure that I meet everybody's needs. Okay. 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 Sorry, I'm finding the focus card that tells me the story around it with these cards, whatever is around it. Okay. Hmm. All right. So what I'm really getting, okay, is the very first card. At first, whenever you look at the fox, it sometimes it means, somebody in your life is being deceivious or whatever. But you have another card next to it, which is the different pathway. So what this now turns into is either a job or a fox can mean a job. So I don't know if you're contemplating what to do in your job. You've got different decisions to make. If you're looking at it, because when I look at the main card that you're on, you're actually facing these cards. So it's a decision that you're going to have to make. Okay. And what I'm really feeling is go with the first choice of what you really feel. Follow that intuition. And then I'm really feeling that there's going to be movement in your house. So I don't know if you're thinking with this job, you're going to have to move, but there's a lot of big decisions that you're going to have to make. Oh my gosh. So I feel like it is so exciting because you're going to have several different opportunities, girl. And you're going, yeah, okay, I missed my job. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's almost like you're actually going to manifest this. So you're going to have, at first you're going to think, I only have one opportunity, but there's going to be several opportunities that are going to come forward. And you're going, oh my goodness. But it is going to be movement, which things are going to start happening. And you're going to really have to make the decision. And again, go with your gut feeling of where you're happiest the most. And also really think about what you want your job to accomplish. What I'm saying? Your goals or whatever. That will also help make the decision. So I hope that this helps you in love and life. Cheers to spirit. Oh my goodness. So I feel it's very positive. I'm not feeling any negativity. Okay. So cheers to spirit. Okay. So let's do two more Lenormand cards. Oh, I am getting married next year and I'm trying to have a baby. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, Suzanne, I didn't do a reading for that because usually the Lenormand cards are very specific for the question, but I would not rule that out. Let's just put it that way. Okay. That's all I'm saying, because movement, you're going to go on a new journey. That could also mean other things are changing because there's a house next to it. So there could be some things, and yeah, I'm feeling very positive there. Okay. So I wouldn't rule that out. Okay. Is all I'm going to say. All right. So we got two more to do. So now what I want you to don't put in question, there's another word. I want you to put in story, because it's almost, these cards are like a story of your life. So if you want a Lenormand card, go ahead and put story into the comments, and then we'll do the drawing. All right, Suzanne. All right. Good night and many blessings to you, my dear. All right, let's go ahead and do the drawing. All right, Sandy. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right, Sandy, let me know what question that you have, or if it's general, just put general. Sorry, I know that's loud. Okay. All right. So relationship. Okay. All right, Sandy, let's do it. And what I asked the card is just a general reading on your relationship, okay? Oh, actually, two cards came out, and I'm going to go ahead and, because usually I only draw 5, but when one is back to back, I'm going to go ahead and do both of them, okay? So what I was looking at, okay, is that the key to it all of a relationship, okay, is finding stability. And I think that's what you're really seeking is stability, okay, in a relationship. So, and when I mean that, you want to know which direction it's going, no surprises, that kind of thing. And also, this not, talk about the relationship. What's important to you is that, and what you're going to find is friendship. Okay, so this relationship should be starting out as a friendship because that's going to be important to you. But what's next to the friendship are the birds, okay? And what the birds bring is that communication. So this friend is going to actually communicate with you, okay? And it's interesting because just like the card before, this popped out and I really felt like I needed to do this. So you're going to have, several different choices here with your relationship that you are going to have to make. And again, what you need to really look at, which pathway you need to take, is the stability. Okay. Uh, Whatever is more stable and stabilizes your life and makes your life, I'm going to say this, makes your life much more fulfilling. And that's what kind of relationship you have, okay? And what you are definitely looking at. But really find somebody, I don't know if in your relationship now, but really find somebody that you can be a friend to and you can communicate with and just talk for hours, talk, 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 talk. And again, you're going to need so many different choices right here. And I love this. Okay, Miss Sandy, you will have many choices or things to decide. And so I hope that this helps you in love and light, um, to a relationship that is stable and friendship. And it's almost like that's what you're looking at. Well, what should it be in the friendship? The key of it mainly is the stability. Okay. So cheers to spirit. And you can actually, materialize it in your head. Think about it in your head, what you want, and don't look for it, and it will happen when it happens. Okay. Whenever the universe and when spirit says, okay, it's time for her to have this relationship, it's going to happen. Okay. So cheers to you. All right. So, all right, let me change the word. Don't put in story. Let's do one more. Okay. Advice, because we're all here for advice, right? So put in the word advice. Yes, patience. And let me tell you, Sandy, too, what the best advice for that too is. If you look for it too much, it's not going to happen. Sometimes if you kind of sit back and let universe take the wheel kind of thing, it's going to happen. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do the drawing. And I know this is like I haven't even been looking. Okay. Okay. All right, Brenna. Let me know your question. And what I was also going to say is, the next cheers, we're going to also thank my husband for, being able to do the drawing because last week it was really hard for me to do everything. And so he's taken his time out of his day to help me with this. So we'll definitely have to say cheers to spirit and Lane. Okay. Yeah, Brenna, let me know what question that you have, or if it's just a general reading. Okay. All right, Brenna, let's do it. General advice. Okay. So the first thing that I'm really hearing before I even get to the cards is slow down. Okay. So slow down. You have a long way to go, and you have a long life. Don't live it, you know, quickly is what I'm really hearing. Okay, let's see what the cards say. Okay. Wow. Okay. So it's very interesting because I'm seeing that at the very beginning, you actually have two movement cards, which means there are things, and it gets slow down at the same time, but there are things happening. There's a transitioning thing, and I know that's probably why you need the general advice, right? But there is changes that are happening in your life, and it's going to cause movement. It's going to be on a new journey. And usually, whenever that happens, it brings anxiety, okay, because it's so new to you. Um, you have another transition card. You have a good transition card, and then this transition it means death of something, okay? And it's almost, and let me tell you what's next to it. So, because I can't really get validation, the bear can mean several things. Okay, it can mean a leader who is like overbearing. So you may be stopping a job with a boss who is just, in your face all the time, or it could be that you're in a relationship with somebody who is the exact same thing. Um, okay, so I'm really feeling it. Somebody who is in your life that you need to cut ties with that is so overbearing. Okay. That's what I'm feeling more because it could also be a job, but yeah, I'm feeling it's more of a person who is overbearing. And this doesn't have to be somebody in your job, it could be somebody in your family who is like trying to take control. But it's almost like, there's going to be definitely a transition in that relationship. Okay, but I think the main advice is slow down and enjoy the ride. Um, Again, don't let it bring too much anxiety into it. Okay, just let things happen. Once again, it's so interesting how it's very close to last reading. So I hope that this helps you in love and light. And let's do cheers to spirit. And I'm also going to say, and to Lane. And I do want to thank everybody who has come on because I appreciate it. I love doing readings. It's a whole different energy whenever you're doing it online than in person. But I love doing it and really connecting with other people. I will be back next Sunday. Oh, don't put advice. I'm trying to close everything out. Okay. Um, so I want you this week to go in love and light, and I will definitely see you next week. And so many cheers to you. And I feel like I really need to say this. Just know that everybody is important that's still on, even the ones before, but you are important. And just listen to your soul, listen to where your life leads you. It is a huge journey, okay? So cheers to you and cheers to spirit. And I will see you next week.